Good evening, all. I hope I find you well. After this, not a bad day, and I thought it was going to be chilly, shall we say, but it wasn't that chilly. It was a bit of a wind, and it looked it might be going to be raining, and I had my overcoat on, one of my overcoats, shall we say, a lighter one, not a heavy one. And I was visiting my lovely cousin Edna, and so I was up, as the fella says, at cockcrow, about a quarter 7 in the morning. Yes, sorry. And I did me exercises and me prayers and one thing and another and a few videos, which I do in the morning prayer time and all the rest, but got 4 of them done. And I left here about a quarter past 9 and went to Navan because I told my cousin that I'd go on the bus, it's an express bus from Navan. And the rest of it, so I did that, and I parked the car at the Ardboyne Hotel, which is a lovely hotel there that I've stayed in my time, and my late wife Judy as well. Matter of fact, we had a nice little celebration there a few times and stayed there as well. So suffice to say that uh, I went. Then I got the bus, and I was no sooner waiting for only a couple of minutes along it come, and there wasn't too many on it. I had a lovely journey and got up to Dublin before 11. And of course, I had to pay a visit to the Gresham Hotel, and as the fellow says, wasn't a horse. And out I came, and there was two gentlemen at the door and greeting you. And saw a sign, toilets for customers only. So I had to look at menus, and funny enough, their food was there, and opened the two fellas in the bar drinking pints. So I asked some lad with a dicky bow that was around the bar where the toilets were. So he pointed where they were. He was a foreign gentleman working there, but a very nice sort of a chap. And so I had a look at the lunch menu. He got us all around the 25 or 29 mark for the simplest thing. And soup was damn near a tenner. Must be great soup. And it was, I did attended to myself and then headed out for to get the 46A bus to Stillorgan. And I got it, handy enough, only soon at the bus stop. But there's more roadworks going on around Dublin and all the rest of it. What it's for, I do not know. If it's something to do with the Green Party, you shouldn't wonder. Widening streets or doing some old codology. But it took an hour for that bus to get out to Stillorgan, and it didn't go up to the village the way it used to. It was on the main road, so I mentioned it to the driver. You used to go up to the. Anyways, I got out and marched up. A new apartments going up on the right hand side, and there was a place on the left hand side where there used to be a lovely restaurant. And many a time I was in it, and myself and Judy in the old times, and we'd have a nice meal in it. It was quite good value. Everything was good. But now it's gone, and it's a vacant site, and I presume there'll be apartments going up there to beat the band. So how are they going to be able to cope with water and all the rest of it? That's why every time there's a bit of a dry weather, suddenly you can't use a hose or nothing. Sure, there's so many new places and apartments and that, it must be a holy thread to try and keep water supplied and all the rest of it. It's too many, too much gone up. I don't know where they're all coming from to live in it. Because I don't think you can buy them, you have to rent them. Anyways, I visited the cousin, we had a great chatting and a nice cup of tea and that, and I brought her a few little items and a lovely little cross and chain that you could put around her neck, and I couldn't find it, but then I found it because instead of being in a little box that I thought I might have had it in, I had it loose. So ipso facto, Anyways, I got home then later on, and I was lucky with. She brought me up to get to Lewis because you couldn't get a bus there. You wouldn't know what time you'd be in. And her daughter Rachel rang and said there was a football match on in the Aviva Stadium, and that might have affected. But funny enough, when I was in town, I saw ones with coming from wherever they were coming from with scarves and all the rest of it, men and women, and it seemed to be foreign. So I don't know what was all about. So we had a great chat and a nice cup of tea and all the rest of it, and so I had to bid her farewell, and but she brought me up to get to Lewis, and ran in handy. I was in Dublin at jig time, and I'd no sooner walked down along the quay where I got the NX bus to Navan, the Express. And because if it wasn't there, it just he opened the door and he was taken off. So good lucky. And I got home at about 10 got to Navan, where I had the hotel parked there, but and got home about 10 past 5, but it wasn't bad, considering it was after 3 when I left Etna. I was speaking to our daughter Rachel, lovely girl. She got married, it was at her wedding. She got married to Jack O'Dwyer, so grand chat with Rachel. She heard her back there some time ago when her brother David got a lovely little apartment and they were bringing a sofa or something. And she shouldn't be lifting things like that, I told her. Anyways, I hope to be visiting her too soon, but I invited Edna to call here for a few nights, and she will in the next month. We'll be making sure she does. So there you are, that's the news now. I could talk a lot more, but we leave it at that. And then I'll do evening prayer to our Blessed Mother, and that's it. Hang up the boots.